welcome to the F Yeah Gaming Podcast, episode 8. We did not upload last week, and we will get onto our reasons why a little later on in the podcast. So this one we're going to clear off today. We're going to clear off our Xbox summary from 3 weeks ago, which is no, that was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
2
ago,
weeks
yeah.
ago, which it seems like it was a lifetime ago anyway, since we watched that.
Yeah.
And then we've got a few other bits of news and things that we're going to discuss, sort of around PlayStation and a bit of Avengers stuff as well, and see what other stuff we can talk about with regards to what's coming out and what's just come out.
Yes.
So, joining me as always is Mr. Ryan. How are you?
Bonjour.
How
I'm good.
is your gaming week gone?
To be honest, I haven't really done it that much this week. I've just been playing a bit of Minecraft, but last week was a good mixture. We picked up the Fall Guys beta, and that was fun.
That is hella fun. That is really fun.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to playing that more often, I think. I think it could be a good stream to the YouTube channel game for us to do at some point, maybe.
Yeah.
Aside from that, Rogue Company, loving it. Really loving it at the moment as the primary multiplayer shooter.
Shoots. Yeah.
And just a little bit of Ghost of Tsushima, but I haven't played that for a little while yet.
Yeah. I have done similar. I played Fall Guys with you quite a lot for the beta, to be fair. That is such a simple idea, but so fun. I feel like
why has it taken so long to take inspiration from what was it, Takeshi's Castle and all that stuff? Yeah. To just bring a game out that does the same thing. It's great.
So the technical beta, I don't think it was a technical beta, honestly. I think they done it to build hype. And
yeah,
I mean, if you look at as of now, it's Wednesday, the 5th of August at 7:15. When I looked earlier, it was the highest viewed game on Twitch.
Yeah, and when during the beta, the game was in the top 3 of the top selling list on Steam, and it hadn't even come out yet.
Yeah,
which is massive.
The game is hella fun. I feel like it's gonna be one of them games where you get them lulls right between like main games that you're playing, and you just sort of sit there and like, I've got all these games I could play. What should I play? I feel like that's going to be the go-to.
Yeah, and then like 4 hours later, you're still playing it.
Yeah, doing the same stuff that you done 3 hours earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is out now. So that was fully released yesterday. I know their servers had a bit of dodgy start, but it seems like they've got all that fixed. And there's loads of new games that they've added to it as well. So that's cool.
That's
cool. We played a bit of the Grounded.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
When that was released. It has potential. And it has potential to be a series as well. If we're going to talk about sort of what we do with regards to YouTube. It has the potential to be a series, but there's just not enough story there at the minute. We probably could have finished that story in about 5 minutes maximum.
Yeah, so that point where you get into the tree, is that it?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I've not seen anything further than that.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have fleshed it out more before they released it. They should have taken a bit more time.
Yeah, definitely.
It's got potential though. I mean, like we were playing it, and some of it's got you on edge a lot of the time. With regards to the spiders.
Yeah,
coming out and whatnot,
did not have arachnophobia. Probably now have arachnophobia. That's all I can say about that. That is terrifying, bro.
Yeah, to be put in that position. To be put in that position is horrible. Yeah. So what have I said? As Fall Guys, Grounded, Rogue Company, which I absolutely love, and again, I think that probably is going to be my multiplayer shooter game for a while.
Yeah.
I've played a little bit of Tarkov here and there, but not enough. I'm not fully on it yet. I'm not. I don't know. I like the idea. I like the concept. It's just getting one tapped in the head just isn't fun for me.
Yeah, I
Um,
played three three games of it the other night,
mhm.
and every single time I died pretty much straight away, and that is what puts me off that game.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's a great idea. I love the idea of it, but
Yeah,
yeah. And I've still been playing Pokemon. I say playing. Yeah, I've been playing Pokemon. I played through Sword again just to get the legendaries and trade them off for other legendaries because I'm sad. And I am shiny reading now. So,
nice.
Minecraft as well. We've all gone back to Minecraft for a bit.
Yeah,
Well, I've gone back to Pixelmon. You've gone back to Eternal.
yes.
Yeah.
Gotta love some Minecraft every now and then. It's
Yeah.
good.
So, talking about the games that we played, um, and we haven't spoken in too much detail about it. What, with regards to our schedule, we haven't uploaded for a few days now. The last game was Monday, and that was my time at Porsche. Um, we are taking a little bit of time to figure out where we want the channel to go. Um, we are going to reevaluate what it is that we're uploading. Podcasts are going to be a regular; they're not changing.
Definitely, definitely.
Um, we're enjoying doing the podcast side of things, and I think it was apart from the podcast and Animal Crossing, we are prepared to completely revamp it, right?
Yeah, so yeah, we're cutting everything. The daily Ghost of Tsushima videos are going. Um, it was a case of our initial plan when we started the YouTube channel was just to upload everything as often as we can and just churn it all out. But I feel like it burnt us out, and we there was nothing coming from it, and we were kind of diluting our quality a bit
Hmm.
by having things be
Yeah.
so rushed. So yeah, we took the decision to just have a little hiatus. We're going to discuss exactly what we want to see on the channel, and try and just put a bit more pizzazz in each video, I think.
Yeah, so one of the big things was the editing quality just wasn't what we wanted at all. Um, we just need to refine our editing skill set before we start doing larger quantities of stuff. So take a little bit more time with two series as opposed to six series on the go. Like Last of Us Two, I absolutely adored playing through, and recording them as like an episode for YouTube was fine and it worked well for me, but it was still getting enough in the bank that I could play three games of Road Company and not have to worry about then hopping off and go and do Last of Us. I could play an extra game
Yeah,
of that. Um, it felt it was pressure more than anything. I think to get that
yeah.
daily
And
thing.
for me, with doing the Ghost of Tsushima, I felt like having that pressure on kind of took the love of the game away a little bit for me, because it was like I wasn't playing it when I was in the mood to play it, and I knew that I'd sink God knows how many hours into one sitting. It was just like I need to record because I've got
Yeah,
nothing for tomorrow,
yeah,
and then it would be like 11 o'clock at night, and I am then currently editing the video. I've got to wait for it to render, then I've got to upload it,
and
and it
schedule it.
was
Yeah,
just it was just like making me dread it a little bit,
yeah,
even though the game is
hmm
absolutely phenomenal. So I'm
yeah,
looking forward to just sitting down and playing it now.
yeah.
Um,
So
I think that's what we
if
need.
anybody else is watching this and you've had this sort of thing where um, you've had to rework a schedule or anything, put comments below. Let us know how you got around it, how the editing went for you, how send links to your channels. Let us see some of your stuff that you've done.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah, we need some
um,
inspiration.
we need some inspiration on sort of the editing side of things, what we can do with the channel. Um, we are, as I said, we're keeping the podcast. We're keeping Animal Crossing. There's probably going to be some Minecraft in there.
Yeah,
That is one thing that we have already agreed with. agreed on.
Yeah.
Apart from that, we're gonna clean
So
slate it.
Green Hell is possibly going to stay too, right?
Yeah,
That's like more towards the keep um, than anything, and
yeah.
also Hellblade might carry on just getting uploaded, just because I don't know how, but I think I'm almost done. So if that's the case, I may as well just upload it. So then people that have started watching the series
Yeah, can finish it.
can finish it basically.
Yeah. So that's a little thing on why we didn't upload last week. It got to Wednesday. Um, Ryan was playing Minecraft. I was playing Rounded or something like that, and we basically completely forgot about the podcast.
Yeah,
So that's the reason
yeah.
that we're gonna relook at everything, reevaluate.
Hmm.
Uh, so yeah, watch this space. Follow us on the Twitters, and as soon as anything comes up, we will be posting it, and we'll keep you updated. Um, on to talking about our schedule. Let's talk about um, the Xbox event that we witnessed 2 weeks ago.
It's just like,
the
well,
yeah. Um,
uh, I just, I honestly, I don't really remember that much from it. I'm not gonna lie. All I just remember is how bad Infinite looked. Um,
Infinite
that's
for
it.
me, and Ross, who was watching in the channel as well, said it was very Destiny like. It looked like they were trying to take some of what Destiny have done and put it into their single player experience.
Yeah,
Um, which
I
isn't a
don't.
bad thing because Destiny have done it really well and they're still
Well, yeah.
going.
The thing
Um,
is, what I'm thinking is that they're trying to bring back some of the formula of the original Halo game,
mm,
and Destiny came off of the original Halo game, didn't it?
yeah,
So it's all very similar,
hmm
and I think they are trying to draw back to that kind of game. I just didn't
too
think they'd be
similar.
using the graphics from that kind of game.
Yeah, well, some of the graphics are not great. Um, the screenshots that are being shared are just insane. I mean, sure, I don't know. Like things were popping in and things were blocky.
Yeah, like trees that are not that far away were pretty awful.
Yeah, I don't know whether they're going to work on it. Obviously, it's still not finished, but
Yeah,
yeah, if that's the thing that people have taken from the event, that's not a good start. But it's like I've seen as well. Some people have been saying you can tell that they're done. Microsoft are sort of the console is just there because it's there to compete with
yeah,
PlayStation. They know that they'll sell some because of people wanting that console, but
just the loyalty.
they are putting a lot of money into the Game Pass. It seems like that's what they're going for. I mean, I don't know how many people register to it, but they're making a lot of money from that each month. I imagine
Yeah,
a lot of money. It's easily the best £4 that I spend
yeah, hundred
just for what
percent.
you get from it.
Yeah, and the fact that they're putting all of their releases or most of their new releases onto PC is
Yeah,
massive. Like I got a notification today, the new Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to be day one on Game Pass.
yeah, it's already on there. You can
And
already
yeah,
pre-install it,
it's
um,
mental.
and that's a game that comes with 10 discs.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and they're just
It's
like,
absolutely
"Hey,
huge.
have this game for £3.99 in a month." Like, yeah. That kind of leads on though. Are we going to see subscription based gaming services like that pop up? It's like having a Netflix or an Amazon, really. You know?
Yeah. Uh, I don't know because we've already got there's EA have theirs, don't they?
Yeah.
I forget what it's even called. EA Access.
Access. Yeah.
Um,
But that's just like early access stuff, right? They're not actually
I
free.
think so. Yeah, I think you only get like the new games for a few days or something silly like
Yeah.
that. I think I saw that Ubisoft have their own,
Ubisoft do.
but
Yeah.
for for Xbox to do it is massive compared to those, isn't it? Because it's way more variety. Um, but I don't see PlayStation particularly. I don't see them trying to follow it.
No.
Not so much much as hard as Microsoft are going for it.
No.
I do think that we're going to keep some form of the PS Now, what's on the PS4 at the moment. There'll be some form of that, of
Yeah.
course. But yeah, I don't think they're going to try as hard as what Microsoft are.
In that case, then, so you get $3.99. Did they not mention as well that they're getting rid of Live?
They did. Wait, no, they haven't confirmed it, but you can't
That is
buy a 12-month subscription at the moment.
right.
So literally everyone's saying that they're going to be
So
getting rid of it.
you take away Xbox Live, that's £40 a year.
Yep.
Sony have got to do something with the PS Plus because PS Plus has been very, very hit and miss.
Yeah.
Mainly miss as
More
opposed
miss.
to
Yeah.
hit. Like their online services at the start weren't great. You were still paying £40 a month. They've then
Yep.
pumped it up to £50 a month.
Yep.
Oh, £50 a year, not a month. Sorry, that'd be
Yeah.
insane. £50 for the year. S- What do they do? What do they come out and say with that? Because I always thought PS Plus, you should get PS Now for free with that anyway.
Yeah, I can see them doing it.
Just
Um,
that.
yeah, I mean, what more do they throw into it?
Well,
Um,
I suppose the one thing with that then is you've got access to a full back catalogue of games
yeah,
that they don't remove from that service at all. The
yeah,
thing with the Xbox Game Pass is that they do remove a game on a cycle.
yeah,
So I suppose in that respect, anything that goes to PS Now, like there's God of War on there at the minute
yeah, and Spider-Man
and Spider Man.
and
It's good.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Maybe that's
Like
a
they're
little.
all on there.
Maybe that's a little sneak peek into what they're going to be doing. I
Yeah,
don't know.
and I do think that with if Microsoft do get rid of the
Live.
Xbox Live, they are going to basically just make it part of Game Pass, and I can see them putting the price of Game Pass up to
Yeah.
like counteract it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not like a huge hike. It might go from
Couple of quid
£4
extra
a
or
month
something.
to like £7.99, like your Netflix subscription,
Yeah.
to basically balance it out. But I can see if that is the route that Microsoft go. I feel like PlayStation have to do something similar. I just can't see them, like I say, just chasing it so hard
Yeah.
because they don't really need to.
No.
Like people are going to buy a PlayStation because the exclusive solely is what
Mm.
it is. And I think Microsoft recognized that. So it's like, okay, we'll let them have the exclusive game, but we will provide this subscription service that everyone's going to have anyway, even if they are PlayStation owners.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to see how that one plays out. I mean,
Yeah.
this thing on Thursday, the PlayStation event, State of Play.
Yes.
So that is that tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
Technically,
as of recording. Yeah.
today, as of this going up.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. The
so
second.
the State of Play, originally their tweet apparently said that they were going to be showing some more PS5 stuff.
Oh.
Yeah,
See, I've seen something where it specifically says no big PS5
yeah.
info.
So that's what they've released lately. But
Yeah.
before that, they were meant to be doing some PS5 stuff. Following the Xbox's event, they got rid of that and sent out this new tweet.
Yeah.
So what this, yeah. So this PS event that's going probably live now, as if you're watching this when it's been put up,
Yeah.
is solely about games that are coming out on PS4. So you're looking
Mhm.
at Avengers,
Yeah.
where let's be honest, they are going to announce that Spider-Man exclusive, which everyone is pissed about, um, which we'll get onto again in a minute. Uh,
Yeah.
they're gonna talk about the games that are still to come out on PS4, and there will be nothing about the PS5.
Yeah, I don't know though. I don't feel that. Like
Do you feel
it,
that's a bit no big PS5 info?
yeah. Wink,
Eh?
wink.
See you there.
um, I don't know though because like the trouble with them saying no big PS5 info is that although majority of people are still going to watch it, but people that are looking for PS5 info might just be like, "Wow, I won't bother watching it then." And then if they do drop PS5 info, there's less views on the announcement. So
Yeah,
I don't know, but I can't see them literally saying nothing about PS5.
yeah,
Like this, I don't know. I can't. I think I'm just being more hopeful
yeah,
that they just do something or say something or
yeah.
or mess up somewhere and be like, this game is coming out on PS4, but on November the 4th, it will become a day one launch title for PS5, and then suddenly we know when the PS5 is. Something like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not a bad shout actually. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
But I don't think they'll do.
No,
They won't
I don't
because it's
think they will.
pre-recorded as well. So I
Yeah,
don't know. I can hope.
we'll see. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm going to bother watching it. It might be something I have on in the background whilst playing
Yeah,
Fall Guys
I'll
or
watch.
something.
I think.
Yeah, you think
Yeah,
whilst playing
I
Fall
probably.
Guys.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
um, so that's the PS event. You brought to attention, sure.
Yes.
A new PS5 price leak.
Yeah, so a French retailer, I
Was
don't
it
remember the
Amazon?
name. No, it actually wasn't.
Oh my god!
They put on their website all of the PlayStation accessories and the PlayStations themselves, and they have, or they did price it. It's all been removed now, but they did price the PS5 with the disc tray at €499, which will make it about 450 in pounds.
Yeah,
And then a lot of people are saying um, that combined with other leaks from America and places like that, that the discless version will be £100 cheaper. So we could be looking at brand new console for 350 quid or even 400 quid.
if they've managed that, that is insane.
Yeah,
Because the PS4 when that was released was £400, right?
I think it was like 450 maybe. I'm not too sure. Quick fact check.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, so the PS4 launched for £350,
Oh, okay.
whilst the PS3 launched for £425.
That's crazy, isn't it? How that was them
Getting cheaper.
deciding that they can take a loss on the console because they know that they're going to be pulling in more people,
Yeah.
and
Um,
they'll do the same basically.
yeah, it's £350 for the PS4. If PS5 is £350, that's crazy again. I don't know. Hopeful. I can't see it. I think it'll be a bit more.
Yeah,
I feel it's like I said before, right? When they released Amazon, what was the Amazon price they said? 450,
it
right?
was. It, I think it was the same.
Was it?
Yeah, yeah. I think all of the leaks, the ones that actually look like they could be something genuine,
Yeah.
I think they all point to that price. So
The thing is, if they come out and they now say, "Oh, by the way, it's £450," everyone's gonna be like, "Wait, what? What do you mean?"
yeah, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's not that that's not Sony that are hinting at these prices,
No,
so
it's
they
other
can come out and say
retailers.
whatever they want. It's
Yeah.
not going to fall back on them. It's
No.
not like they've initially come out and been like, "Yeah, it will be £400," and then later on release they just be like, "Well, now it's five.
You got that
Sorry,
extra
guys."
50? Wait.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like a lot of the leaks. There's so many of them that are pointing to that kind of amount that is starting to not become a coincidence. I think
Yeah. 350
so.
is good for a new console.
Yeah, Yeah, that is.
So how much did we say games were? 55?
Yeah, um, yeah,
It's not bad.
55, maybe 60 quid.
Hmm.
That'd be a good. Get a bundle for £400.
Yeah. And then if you've got any games on current gen, they
Yep.
should be playing on that one anyway.
Uh huh.
Talking about PS5, so you can use a PS4 controller, but only on a PS4 game,
Yeah.
because Sony feel you should be using the DualSense for the PS5 games.
Yeah. Well,
What what
the
does that
thing I
mean? What's the difference?
the thing
Why?
I don't understand about that whole situation is that people are really angry about it. But if you're playing a PS4 game on a PS5, you've got the PS5 controller, so why wouldn't you just use it? Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
I mean, like, so I don't, I, the one thing I can't get my head around is what. Obviously, they've said the DualSense controller is this much better. Blah 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 blah. Is
Yeah.
it actually going to change the way that you play a PS5 game?
Well, not in the fundamentals of it. Obviously, you're still going to
so
be shooting
so
with the triggers and moving with the analog.
right, and there's no extra buttons on there. All the buttons are the same.
Yep. Yep.
So what's the issue with you using a PS4 controller? Let's be honest, it'll be as a second or a third controller when you got either friends around or family around.
Yeah.
What's the issue with them not just saying, "Oh, yeah, you can use your PS4 controller on this game. It won't be as good as a PS5 controller, but you could use it."
Well, maybe there's going to be more function in the controller than we are expecting.
Maybe
Um,
it's just
because obviously
what they could do. I just don't. I don't know.
well, they've
It
got
just
all
didn't.
the haptic vibrations, haven't they? That
Hmm.
they've got set up that are supposed to be really good. And there's a couple of other bits, like the response triggers as well, that can, like, the developers can have it tighten up depending on, like, what type of surface you're driving on in the driving game
Yeah.
and stuff like
Right.
that.
So this is what I'm saying. So
But you could sacrifice that to be able to use a PS4 controller.
yeah,
Is Yeah, like,
yeah,
I don't see why not.
yeah. So
It's weird.
that's the one thing that
It
I didn't get, and
feels like something that hasn't been explained properly, doesn't it?
yeah, it's like they've said, "Oh, PS5 controller's got this, this, and this."
Yeah.
Okay, so
But
are you
but
missing something
Sony,
from
can I
that?
use my PS4 controller,
Yeah.
or
Well, no, you can't actually. Sorry, you can on your PS4 games, but not your PS5 one because it'll change your whole experience.
Yeah,
Well, explain that to
bizarre.
me. Like,
Yeah,
tell me a
like,
little
just
bit
tell me why.
more. Yeah.
Which makes me think, like I say, that there's more to the controller than we expect, because they're not telling. I'm thinking they're not telling us because it's going to give something away.
Hmm.
I don't know what it could be, what could be so important,
No.
but that is my thinking on it.
Weird.
I can't imagine it's just like, well, we don't fancy letting you use the controller on the
I,
new
I'm.
console.
This is one of them things where I'm not mad. I just want them to tell me what and why
Yeah,
that is their decision on that.
yeah, because like I say, for
Because
me, I'll have the PS5 console, so I'll have the controller. I'll be fine.
so
Like,
this is kind of like using a controller on your PC.
yeah,
Like, you don't need an Xbox controller to have a controller on your PC, but it plays exactly the same as an Xbox controller on your PC if you're using a PS4 one.
yeah,
You know, it just doesn't. I feel like they need to say something that's going to make that game experience that much better for me.
yeah,
You know, as opposed to like these little things where the developer can tighten up a trigger button or something. Like that's
yeah.
cool. That's really fucking cool. But I want to use my PS4 controller. Why can't I use my
Yeah,
PS4
like,
controller?
give me a reason to buy a second controller and not just use my PS4 one,
At
apart from the fact you just don't
£60.
want me to. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
like, I want a legit reason,
yeah,
not just that you want another 60 quid.
yeah, yeah. Exactly that. So we have touched on Xbox summary, and we only touched on that because there weren't much to say.
Yep.
Uh, PS5 price leaks, PS event. In talking about the PS event, we had a little bit about the Avengers. Um,
Yeah, so we
there
had the
has
second
been.
portable.
I didn't actually see it yet, but there has been carnage about Spider-Man. I have seen so much anger towards
Yeah,
Spider-Man being a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah.
I get it though, because Sony own the rights to Spider-Man in the
Well,
gaming
they
world.
own the rights to the films, but I feel like they are trying to add, and it's working to be
Well, no,
honest. But they're
don't
trying to,
forget they got the Insomniac thing through as well for
yeah.
Spider-Man
But
on PS4.
that that's just them having the license to be able to make that game.
Hmm.
But it looks like at the moment they are trying to turn Spider-Man into a PlayStation character, along with Kratos, Ratchet and Clank.
Crash
You know, they're trying
Bandicoot
to
and
make
yeah.
like someone who, if you think about PlayStation, Spider-Man's going to pop in your head, or if you think about Spider-Man, you're going to relate it to PlayStation.
Hmm.
Um, which, I mean, like it doesn't. Obviously, it's a bit shitty, but it like I don't get why there is so much uproar. Like it's the from what I've seen of the game, it doesn't look like he is going to be a big pivotal character. It's just
Okay.
like another superhero that you can play as.
Hmm.
But it's not like like imagine if it was I don't know, like the new Miles Morales game that's coming,
Hmm.
and say for the sake of it that it was multi-platform, but in the PlayStation one you could play as Miles Morales and Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but in the Xbox One you can only play as Spider-Man, and whenever it's Miles Morales you have to just watch him. It's like it just feels like people are blowing it out of proportion.
Yeah.
He's literally just going to be an extra character that
Yeah.
everyone's going to have. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. There's going to be plenty of DLC characters in that game anyway. They're talking about adding
100%.
loads.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense in my head because of the whole Insomniac Sony Spider-Man situation. The
yeah,
fact that that game was an exclusive, it makes sense to me in my head that Spider-Man would be exclusive to
yeah.
PlayStation.
It's not a
Um,
surprise, really, is it?
no,
Although it is like it's a kind of a surprise because they've only just said about it, and the game is out in less than a month. I think.
well, I think the thing is Sony owned the rights with Disney to Spider-Man, so Sony are going to say, "Oh, by the way, if you're bringing in Spider-Man, you've either got to pay us extra money to use Spider-Man,"
Yeah,
and Disney agree with us because we're pals, and
yeah,
that's the way that they work as well. Because Disney will get a huge cut from it, no doubt. Or you're going to have to put it exclusively on our console because we own the rights to it still. So
yeah.
you know, it
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if it was that or if it was like they Sony have had a chat with Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics who are making the game, and they've been like, "So what have you got planned for the future?" And they've been like, "Well, we're going to bring out Spider Man and we're going to bring out Black Panther," and then they're like, "Hold on a sec, like."
what'd you say?
Can we buy Spider Man from you? Like, we'll give you like £5 million if you just let us have Spider Man
Mm,
on exclusive. And then obviously they're going to be like, okay, like
yeah,
have him, he's yours.
yeah.
Simple as that.
It's just a character to us, like.
Yeah, like it doesn't make no difference. We've already created him and his moves.
Mhm.
Have him, he's yours.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like that's probably more like the way it went, rather than
Yeah, maybe.
like Big Papa
Maybe
Sony,
that
like
may
give me Spider Man.
yeah. Maybe that is just Sony's way of sort of coercing any kind of Spider-Man stuff is gonna be Sony only. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I'm all for it. Make Spider Man a Sony character. They've
Yeah.
done well so far, so why not?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm down for that as well.
You,
Uh what else have we got here? We have got the something about xCloud. Now I've not looked too much into it. Have we
no,
spoke about this before?
we haven't. No, we did have it in our notes to speak about it at some point, but we didn't.
Yeah. So
Um, but to be honest, I haven't looked too much into it either.
no.
Um,
So xCloud is basically remote play, like
yeah,
with thingy, but you can do it on your tablet, you can do it on a TV, you can do it on your phone, you can do it anywhere.
yeah,
And it's going to work the same as a Nintendo Switch, where you can hit save, you can transfer it to your phone, and then your phone picks up from where you left off.
Yeah,
That's my understanding of it.
yeah,
Um,
same.
if it works with Games Pass, I am down for that because I will just put it onto my phone and get a connection for one of my PlayStation controllers and just play it on
Yeah,
there.
play in bed and play it on your phone.
Sea of Thieves, chilling.
Yeah, yeah.
That's yeah.
I feel like though there's going to be way too much expectation put into it, and it's probably going to tank a little bit to start with. Like, how can you even possibly have like a AAA game go from being on the console
hmm,
to then be able to just pick it up and play it on your phone?
yeah,
I'm not sure how it'll
strange.
work
Uh,
unless like you have to have your console that it's on still running and it literally just shares the screen. But then
yeah.
that's crap. You don't really want to do that.
Well, I had a Vita for the PlayStation, and at the beginning of PS4, I used it quite a bit. Um, and yeah, some of the games were framey, but some of them were nice and smooth. It, playing a game like that, because the Vita you couldn't have a controller on, it was
Yeah,
what it was. Um, a bit similar to like the Switch's layout now, but a little bit more compact. It was difficult to play some of them games. And like R2 and L2 were like a touchpad on the back
yeah.
that you could tap
Wasn't
really
a fan of
lightly.
that.
That was very strange. It worked all right for sort of the indie games and things like that. But as soon as you got the AAA games, the big games on it,
Yeah,
you could just tell that it wasn't functioning as they thought it would.
yeah,
And as you've said, I feel like xCloud might do something similar.
yeah.
Um, phones are getting more powerful. I 100% agree with people that have said phones are powerful. Um, I don't think they're powerful enough to run this. Otherwise, we wouldn't be paying £400 for a console to play on.
Exactly. You'd if that was the case, you'd end up with like Samsung exclusive games. You know,
Yeah,
like can you imagine? Like I wouldn't even begin to imagine my phone being able to play Red Dead Redemption 2.
no.
Like no chance. It's just
Imagine the battery. Oh,
exactly.
God, the battery would be on fire within a minute.
So I'm interested to see how they use it.
Mm,
Like whether you're restricted to what games you can move to what platform, you know. So like it will only let you play a game on your phone if it's eligible to, and they'll only make the smaller games
yeah,
eligible
yeah,
just to save the disappointment.
yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna sit back and watch it play out. I'm not gonna jump on that at all. I mean, like, so taking some of the games, say, um, didn't Steam do something similar with Big Picture? Was that Steam that done Big Picture, or was that
Steam
just
does
their?
big picture, but I don't
That
know
was
what
for
it
their
is. I've never
controller,
used it.
right? That's not like beaming it somewhere else.
No.
Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I guess I think more details need to be released about it,
Yeah.
and sort of eligibility and minimum specifications and stuff. Because it
Oh
could
yeah.
be that it comes out and they're like, "Oh, you need the latest iPad to do that,"
Yeah.
or "You need the latest Microsoft tablet X11," or
Can you imagine like the only phone that you can do it on is the latest Windows phone?
You'll be able to crack it on Android anyway. It'll be fine.
100%.
um, yeah, that's xCloud. Say that's xCloud. We've not spoke much about it. Just expectations for it or not
Yeah.
for it. Have you got anything else that you would like to discuss? Any games coming out that you're excited about? Anything you're going to pick up?
Well, me and Christina pre-ordered Surgeon Simulator 2 the other day. They've got a beta this weekend, so
Hmm.
looking forward to playing that.
Yeah,
But also, Avengers has a beta this weekend as well if you pre-order the game.
I did see that. Yeah,
So I was debating pre-ordering it on Amazon because you don't have to pay anything. and you'll still get the beta access just to see what it's like, because I'm still kind of on the fence with that game, with how it looks like it plays.
Hmm.
I'm hoping that it feels better when you're actually playing it. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm possibly going to be playing 2 different betas this weekend. I don't know. I will have to see. But
See how much you get
I'm
into
looking
Surgeon.
forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more Avengers and see
Yeah.
what that can do.
In regards to sort of what's coming out, looking down, don't forget Total War Saga. Troy is going to be free on the Epic Games Store on the
That's soon, isn't
14th.
it?
On the
14th.
14th, it is going to be free for 24 hours for you to pick up, due to a deal that Sega have. Apparently, it's a like a small, it's a small game. It's
Yeah,
not big or expansive, but I mean, a Total War game is what you make of it. You could be, yeah. It depends on what you
I'll
want
pick
to
it
get out
up.
of it.
It's going to be
It's
free
free.
anyway, so
It's free,
may as
so I
well
don't know why you wouldn't.
add it to the library.
Exactly. Apart from that, this month I've not got anything that I'm overly fussed about, if I'm honest.
No,
Um,
no, I
Not
don't
much
think
that I'm
there
going to
is
be picking up.
much this month anyway, is there? So,
No, there's
um,
a Final Fantasy remaster coming out, but I probably won't pick it up because I've got too much other stuff to play.
there is talks, just going back to the event tomorrow, or
Hmm.
the state of play. There is talks that we might finally see Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
Uh, Treyarch tweeted today, really rubbish tweet, but they literally put it's confirmed. Uh,
Oh, I saw that. We can't wait to show you what we've been working on with Raven Software.
yeah, like we already knew there was going to be a Call of Duty, so you don't need to confirm it with us.
Yeah,
But I'm thinking now that they've tweeted that out, they're kind of ready to go.
yeah.
So hopefully we get something on that tomorrow. Um, and I'm glad Raven are having a good input into that, because they are good developers.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm hoping that with 2 developers possibly sharing the work, it might be a semi-complete game.
Hmm.
So hopefully, fingers crossed, we see something.
Yeah, I keep debating going back to Warzone, but I don't know whether I can grind out knowing that I'm going to be killed
Getting
for the
dunked on all
first
the time.
500 games
Yeah,
when I drop. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
one that
know
I've
what you
thought
mean.
about it. I keep looking at it. I've been watching some streams on it, and I'm like, oh man, I could do with that sort of
But
shooter in
that's
my
the
life.
problem with
But
streamers being so good at it,
they make
because
it
you
look
get all
easy.
pumped up. You're like, oh, I'm gonna smash everyone. 20 kill game, and you die straight away because
Yeah,
you can't find a gun. So
yeah. So anyway, let us know what you're up to, what you're playing. Let us know if you've had a lull in any of your content creation and what you've done to get over it. Any resources that you've used for editing or um, sort of scheduling and the best way that you've figured that little conundrum out, as we're going through it at the minute. We want to get back on top of it. We want to be uploading stuff. I loved it when we were uploading stuff. We just need to refocus on what that is.
definitely,
And that is it for this week. It's a little bit shorter than what we normally would. Rattled through a few things. Yeah, have a good weekend. We're almost there. It's almost Saturday. Should say it's almost Friday, really, because everyone knows that
yeah,
Friday nights are game nights. It's almost
definitely.
Friday. We will see you next week for episode 9.
Yes.
Happy gaming. See you soon.
Stay safe.
Bye bye.